Ooh.
We need some boob.
Yeah.
We need some boob.
I believe the notes on this were tatas.
But
Ta-ta.
it's bonkers to me that in the world we live in and the amount of information we have access to on a daily basis, people still think that the world is black and white and that lifestyle choices are all or nothing. And on top of having access to all this information, it is asinine for someone to say you need a PhD to read some articles and then make a decision about what's best for you. And I know that y'all do research on products because there are so many videos reviewing products.
I'm only saying that it is.
News, Tylenol is a product that's sold by a company for profit. So if I, as a pregnant consumer, read articles on the product Tylenol and decide I'm not comfortable taking that while I'm pregnant, I'm not crazy for doing that. And that also doesn't mean I have to cut out anything potentially harmful in my life by making that one decision.
Did anybody hear what she was saying? Show of hands.
No, I was just looking at the boobs. I'm sorry.
This obviously is about the whole Tylenol thing. I think she's saying that if I don't have to take Tylenol, or if I don't want to take Tylenol, I don't have to take Tylenol. But she knows exactly what she's doing. However, in the process of knowing what she's doing, she defeats her message because boobs.
Correct. And I remember going to see counselors when I first came back from Iraq, and because of the TBI and everything. I remember walking in. This woman was like 27.
Oh, right there, you're done.
Double C+ cup. I sat down. She started talking, and 5 minutes later, I'm like, I'm done. I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I drifted into your breasts. Is what were you saying?
Yeah, and I got up and walked out, and they're all like, they're like, what's wrong? What happened? And I literally, I'm like, I can't do it. Her tits are too big, and she looks too good. I just.
That's the therapy, though. What she needed to do was take you and go, shh. And you would have been fine. And you would have been fine.
Probably. But I wound up talking to a guy named Mr. Jacks, who's passed away now. He was forced recon in Vietnam. Was paralyzed from the waist down.
Wow.
But he'd been there, done that. And
that's the kind of guys you need to talk to. I mean, that's literally what we're doing here. That's our whole purpose for being here is bullshit sessions like this where you can just say whatever the fuck and burn off your steam.
Or laugh.
But in the case of that counselor that you described, you'd have been fine.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Okay. This is something that we actually talk about quite a bit. And here it is in real time. Share this tab. That there, this, and watch this. This is something we talk about all the time in real time. Oh.
There we go.
Here, I need a man in my life. I am a strong, successful female. I have a whole career. I got a lot going for me, and I still need a man. Because today, the lights went off in my car and said, low tire pressure. And I was like, what? I would love to be able to text someone and go, there's a light on, and I don't know what to do. Instead, you have me out here checking tire pressure, putting air in my tire. I'm tired of being strong. I just want to be weak and baby. And I want some man to go, my baby's in danger. Must get air for her tire.
All right. Well, hang on a minute.
Who saw this coming?
All right.
Who saw this coming?
So this is the thing.
Yeah.
When I was in Utica, New York, I dated briefly this one woman who was I was
strong
like
and independent.
I was 45. She was like 38, 39, 40 years old, somewhere in there.
Right.
Yes, Mrs. Strong and Independent. And all she did was bitch about all of the money she had to spend on all of these services, like getting her lawn mowed, painting around her house, plumber, the electrician, somebody to fix the roof, fix her car, change oil, all that stuff. She was burning through, I don't know, 10K, 15K a year on these different things that needed to happen.
Yeah.
Because she was a homeowner.
Right.
And right before I quit dating her, I remember she was bitching about it. And I said, listen, all right, I don't know what you're looking at out of me. Okay, I'm a destroyer. I am not going to fix your roof. I'm not mowing your grass. I'm not changing your oil. I'm not doing any of that shit. That ship has sailed. You make 130K a year. She was working as a COO, control officer for an industry in Utica, New York.
Okay.
And I said, you make enough money. You wanted to have the lifestyle. You wanted to be the girl boss.
You're the girl boss.
You're gonna. It has a cost, and you're paying it now.
Yeah.
And fortunately, after that, she ghosted me because I told her the truth. And as far as I know, when I retired at the age of 49, she was still single. Bummer.
What do you do?
Yeah.
I bet she's making that face right there.
Correct. But the thing is these women of today, they've already had the man show up in person while they were in high school or in college that would have been more than happy to wife them up, live with them.
She's an objectively attractive woman.
Yes.
She's objectively attractive. She could have easily had a man.
Correct.
But no, got to do the girl boss thing.
Have at it. Girl boss.
Oh my God. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Let's do this chick who's thinking about leaving her. This is a two-parter here. There's the girl in the foreground is this blonde chick here in the foreground calls these women out. And the woman in the background obviously is about to cry. And I actually like this chick. She's the blonde. You'll see.
I've seen her before.
Oh, right. Of course. All of my volumes are muted all of a sudden now.
It's okay.
You are allowed to leave your perfect husband. You are allowed to end a relationship with a really great boyfriend. The kind of guy that all your friends and family love. They say you're so lucky to have found him. He checks all the boxes and he really cares about you. You're allowed to end that relationship because no matter how good he is, no matter how great he is to all the other people in your life, how much they all love him, it does not change the fact that when you get into bed beside this man at night, you feel dead inside. It does not change the fact that when you do the bedroom things, you don't feel passion. You don't feel like your body is singing and coming to life because, by the way, that's what it's supposed to feel like, FYI. You just feel like you are going through the motions of something that you are trying to get over and done with. And you don't feel an urge to be close with him throughout the day. You don't feel an urge to be affectionate. In fact, you feel resentment. And that resentment is starting to spill out in bitterness.
Of course, anyone is allowed to leave anyone, but ladies, you better be ready to be the villain, especially if that good man you're leaving is your husband. And I'm just going to say it because most women cannot handle being the villain, which is exactly why women will make a good man out to be a bad guy. So on top of completely blindsiding her husband with divorce papers, she also oftentimes publicly bashes him in order to justify leaving him. And don't even get me started with what she'll say about him if they have kids together and she doesn't want to share them. That's the side of this advice that's really messed up.
She's not wrong.
They hit all the points in this video. You got the woman who's going to leave the guy because she's not happy, and then the blonde goes through and tells the truth about it all. If they've got kids, she's just going to screw this poor guy over. This is all points that we hit all the time, and it's starting to spill into the real world. It's not important that these points are here. We know about these points. We've been talking about them for years. What's important is it's spilling into the really real world, and people are going, hey, wait a minute.
Yep. In fact, I just filmed a video in regards to MGTOW, and it should be out either this week or next week. And I asked questions of the AI and search engines. Is MGTOW made it to mainstream? Some of them say yes. Some of them say no. But MGTOW is going to be in the mainstream, especially when over half of the women out there are going to be single and childless by 2030.
It's already there. The media just won't allow the words to be said.
But it's going to get to the point where they literally can't ignore it anymore.
They can't. It's already out there. You're already seeing it. It's just not being spoken. It's being whispered.
Well, this is a civilization-ending event. You understand that, right?
I understand. But we're already seeing media, and it's on TV shows now, too. And when it gets into the TV shows and the sitcoms, that's when it's a cultural reality. You've got shows where the girl's like, there's just no good men anymore. Men don't want to date anymore. Nobody will ask me out. And it's on shows.
Yep.
Those plots are written by people who are going through those experiences most of the time, or have a friend or a close relative who is going through that experience. They don't think those things up because in their brain, there's no such thing. In their brain, they're the boss girl who gets the white knight when they're 38 years old and manages to squeeze off one kid before it's too late and the gates close forever and that factory floor goes dark and the machines, they stop humming.
Yeah.
So it's there already.
Yeah. It is breaking into the mainstream.
Yeah.
It just is what it is.
Yep. Yeah. Are you ready to be further horrified for no reason whatsoever?
All right. Bring it on. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is just nasty.
I don't know. Is this a mainstream?
The Harry Pitts?
I don't. Both of these women, again, objectively attractive. Now, if you go to Europe, the women, especially French women, don't shave for whatever reason.
And the women in Greece don't either.
It's not particularly horrible, but I don't particularly care for it. But the thing is, they're acting as though it's some big radical thing, which is peak feminism.
Yeah, if I'm going to get called out of retirement, it's not going to be with a woman who's hairy. That's just not going to happen.
Look at the way they're dressing and the way they're acting. Their grandmothers did this at Woodstock in 1969. You're not doing anything new. You probably got that dress out of your grandmother's cedar chest from the attic.
Yep.
You're not radical and new. Get out of here, fucking radical, hairy armpit sniffing chicks. And I know there's somebody out there. If we were plugged into the MGTOW channel tonight, if that hadn't collapsed on us, there'd be some guy downloading this and fapping to these girls sniffing each other's armpits because you're all a bunch of sick motherfuckers.
Well, it's Rule 34. If you can think of it, there's a porn category for it.
Yes.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Popford supporters Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.